Hey, beautiful people, Becky here. Just coming at you from the car in South Australia. How are we today? Let me know if you're watching live. Let me know where you're watching from and what time it is there. If you're watching the replay, hashtag replay, I am driving, so I won't be reading any comments. But hey, what's up? It's been a little while, and yeah, I've just come off the back of about a month's work, just working extra, so 4 days a week. So just catching up on messages and phone calls and odd jobs and stuff like that since doing some extra work. So it's been a while, so I'm a little bit exhausted, but for those of you that know, I am celebrating a beautiful milestone today. I am celebrating 1 year alcohol free. So super excited about that. What a journey it's been. If you are in recovery, just let me know below if you'd like to. If you're on a health and wellness journey, let me know below as well. But I am super proud of myself, and I am super grateful. I am so fucking grateful that I am sober, because it became a nightmare. And if you know, you know. But yeah, it took me a little while, so I'll just share a little bit about my experience, and then I'll get to celebrate after. I'll talk some business after as well. So if you want to hear about business, we've got some amazing stuff happening with our comp plan. But my recovery journey has been a long one. Like I got introduced to recovery quite early on in my years, because I love to party, and growing up, I just didn't feel right, and I was always looking for something to fill that void. I just felt that there was an emptiness inside, and I was always looking for something to fill that void. And if you can relate, let me know. And so just experimenting, turned to using drugs and alcohol as a coping mechanism. And like alcohol and drugs were around me all the time, and I grew up in a home where drinking was daily drinking was normal, and it was modeled to me that alcohol was a coping mechanism, and so that's what I took on. And I just had this feeling that something wasn't quite right in my world, something wasn't quite right in my reality, and I suppose the ease and comfort of whatever it was helped. So if you can relate, let me know. I also I partied really hard, and I hooked up with some really dodgy people, and did some dodgy things, and I was quite young, and I got into recovery early, and it's been a journey for me most of my adulthood. I got into recovery at 22. I'm now 45, so 22 years old, I decided that I needed a break, and I got into recovery, and I've been mostly sober in my 23 years, nearly 25 years of 23 years of this journey. So it's been a really beautiful journey that I've been on. But I was about 5 years sober, and I went over to Peru, and I did some plant medicine, and I came back to Australia, and I didn't integrate properly, and it led me to separate myself and to make some really unhealthy choices, separate myself from the community, separate myself from my peers in recovery, there wasn't a lot of integration back into my reality and my recovery. So I ended up getting into a relationship with a beautiful man who stayed sober while at the start of our relationship, but I decided to start drinking, and I was successful for a period of time. And it wasn't until the stress really hit, and I was took on management in hospitality, and I was exhausted, and I'd that it started to become a coping mechanism again. So what I realized is that my body is so used to chasing adrenaline, not taking care of itself, not using healthy tools to take care of itself, and then I would just use alcohol or drugs to cope. And I spent 2 years just drinking, and then about the 2-year mark I was introduced to amphetamines. So as soon as I put amphetamines in my life, I spiraled down pretty quickly in my mental health, my physical health and emotional health. And yeah, like, I'm not shy about sharing my journey. I'm happy to share it because I know that there's a lot of people out there right now that are struggling. If you're struggling, please reach out. So yeah, it took me a little while. I would get some, I would stop drinking. So it wasn't so much the drugs, but once I picked up a drink, I drank to get drunk. I loved my alcohol. I loved getting drunk, and I drank to get drunk, and I drank quickly, and I drank quickly to get drunk, and then I would not have any I wouldn't have any whatever. I just ended up going and using and partying, and I didn't want it to stop. So I just decided to stop drinking altogether. And that was really hard, working in hospitality, and it took me several goes. So it actually took me a good 2 years of trying to stop and stay stopped before I finally did. And that was how I found ketones. Ketones were the thing that helped me. It changed something in my mind. It changed something in my brain. My brain lit up, and I could think clearer. I could cope clearer. I was lifting out of the fog. I was lifting out of the depression that I was in, that cycle of, trying to live life on life's terms. If you can relate, relate in the comments. And yeah, the ketones, the pure therapeutic ketones brought me out, and I was just like, wow, this is magic. And that is why I share them today. It's not because I'm this dodgy MLM company and I want to just make money off of people. It's the fact that this product has been a game changer in my life. Like, I couldn't get out of bed. I was having panic attacks. I was crying. I was not coping. I couldn't sleep. So it's been a game changer. So that is a little bit about my story, and that that's a little bit about why I do what I do, why I've started just being a distributor of ketones for Prove It, and why I share my story and share this stuff. So if you want to know more, reach out. I'm happy to chat with you. But yeah, I just want to say thank you to everyone who has supported me in my recovery, in my journey, recent and previously, and those that are going to be in my future. I appreciate you. I have learnt so much. I have so many tools on board. I just have to use them. I've just got a bit of repair to do, with my family and finances and stuff like that. And it's just, yeah, it's hard, but it's not. It's simple. It's simple, and it's doable. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it there. I'll do a business live after, so keep an eye out if you want to know more about what my company is doing, Prove It company is doing for we've had some great, amazing new announcements. It's a game changer. So if you're looking for a company to join, watch out for my lives. I will go live later on tonight, and yeah, share a bit more about bits and pieces. So if you listened up until now, thank you so much. Appreciate you, sending you lots of love, and yeah, take it easy. Bye.